Hey guys, it's Dani and I'm back with another back to school video. So today's video is going to be a back to school makeup tutorial, and growing up with four sisters, I know that going back to school can be really exciting but really stressful and really expensive. So I decided to do today's makeup tutorial using all drugstore makeup, so that way it's really affordable for you guys and you guys can also see what drugstore products that I'm loving right now. So let's just jump right in. So to start off this look, I'm applying my Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. And I'm just buffing everything in, and then I'm taking a smaller stippling brush with a little bit more foundation on it, and I'm covering up any redness or blemishes that are peeking through. And don't forget to blend the foundation down your neck. Now I'm taking my Maybelline New York Fit Me Concealer, and I'm using this to conceal my under eye bags, and I'm also placing this on my eyelids to conceal any dark circles or discoloration, and it will also help prime our eyes for our eyeshadow later on. And I'm just using my beauty blender to blend everything in. Next, I'm taking the Rimmel London Stay Matte Powder on a smaller brush, and I'm using that to set my under eye concealer so that it stays in place all day. And then taking a bigger fluffy brush, I'm tapping off the excess and setting the rest of my face so that I don't get oily throughout the day. Next, I'm taking my NYC bronzer called Sunny, and I'm contouring the hollows of my cheeks, the temples of my forehead, and my jawline. Next, I'm using a blush from NYX called Sugar Mama, and it has this really pretty shimmer in it that will give your skin a really nice, healthy glow. Then using a big fluffy brush, I'm just blending everything out. Now for my brows, I'm using this L'Oreal eyeshadow quad, and I'm using the darkest shade to fill them in. Then I'm using my spoolie to blend them out. And a little trick to do if you don't have an eyebrow gel is to take any hairspray and spray your spoolie, or you can even use like a toothbrush and then just brush your brows out. Now for the eyeshadow, we're actually using that NYC Sunny bronzer that we use to contour our face, and we're using this as our crease color, so you're just going to rock it back and forth in your crease using a windshield wiper motion. Then using that same shade, we are going to drag it along our bottom lash line using a small pencil brush. Next, I'm using the L'Oreal inflatable eyeshadow called Amber Rush, and I'm just packing this all over my lid, and this color is gorgeous. And for this step, I'm using a flat synthetic brush, which makes it really easy to really pack this eyeshadow all over my lid. Then taking a fluffy brush, I'm just blending out any harsh lines. Next, using a Maybelline eyeshadow called Champagne Fizz, I'm highlighting my inner tear ducts. So now I'm just curling my lashes, and then I'm applying a few coats of Maybelline's The Rocket Volume Express Mascara to my top and bottom lashes. Next, I'm taking the NYX Wonder Pencil, and I'm applying this to my bottom waterline, and this will help our eyes appear bigger and help us look more wide awake. Then just curl your lashes one last time, and that's the finished eyes. For the lips, I'm using a Maybelline lipstick called Blushing Beige, and I'm pretty sure this is from their Nudes collection. And I'm topping it off with an NYX Butter Gloss, and these glosses are like my drugstore must-haves. They smell really good and they look so pretty on the lips, and they're not sticky at all. And then I'm setting my face with a setting spray that I got from Victoria's Secret. And that's the completed look.